everybody, my name is Christian Quick, and welcome back to another video. So today, we are in the official Hero 1 server. As you can see, I only have 5 effects, and that's because we did the roles. I can show you the roles and everything and whatnot. But we're back. And this, well, you can kind of tell I've been working in it. I've only worked on it last night and a little bit this morning, and my effects, okay, you can't see all of them, but I have haste 7, jump boost 7. Oh, wait, no. They count 0 as a number, so if I had jump boost 1, I'd still jump, or if I had jump boost 0, it'd still give me an extra boost. So technically, I have haste 7, jump boost 8, weakness oh, wait, no. They're correct. It's when I do the commands, it's weird. Okay, so these parts are correct. Okay, so I have jump boost 8, haste 7, weakness 4, conduit power 3, and hero of the village 5. Jess is actually with me, and she's even on right now. Hello. And we've been talking a little bit. And we are having a great time. Now, with my effects, the thing about my weakness is I can't hit anything, whether it be passive, aggressive, neutral. I can't touch any mob and hurt them. Like my hand will swing, but it won't actually hit them. So I'm pretty much just a ground dweller, and this is where I am. Here, there's a peaceful cow. He won't hurt me. I'll show you. So I can hit the stone, you know, and start breaking it. But what I can't hit, you can hear it swinging, but nothing. And I have, like, basically protection of fall damage because of my jump boost being so high, and I guess that's a good advantage. So if I just fall this whole, oops, well, you know, I won't. If you guys fell this, you would have gotten some damage, but I don't get hurt from this type of height. Now, although I can't hit a mob directly, I can still hit a mob indirectly or involuntary. So if I have a bucket of lava I place on the floor and it spills onto a mob, yeah, that'll do the job. Ooh, a chicken. A patrol. I have a very good opportunity right here. I can get Bad Omen right now. And I just ran out of arrows. Oh, there they are. What? He broke in. No. How did he break in? I died. Oh, he opened the door. Now this one's being a very good escape hole. And now it works. The whole time that I was trying to do that whole raid thing, the only time I was even out there was simply to get some chickens. That was the whole purpose for the whole thing. And then even then, it was so ridiculous to get these chickens into the house because I had to drag seeds, get them over on top of the mountain so that I could push them in because I live in, like, the crevice of a mountain. And then I had to stick a hole, and it's hard to push things when you have jump boost 8, so you just keep getting lifted. I feel that next episode, we're going to probably be working more on the base here. But that's what I mainly had to do just for this little part. But I wanted to get the mining materials that I needed. Because although I do have haste, because of that, the durability seems like it goes by so much faster, so I had to get a mining hole out straight and ready, and I already chose that this was going to be the corner of where I was going to have it. Because I have jump boost 8, this is just an exclusive thing that I have going on here. Nowhere else will I build a mining hole like this. However, to just clear out this whole area and work on the base that I have here is going to take a lot of work, even with the haste that I have. So I'm working hard on it, but even though I just got this corner done, that's not what I was going to be doing here. That's probably going to be for next episode. But let's see that when I start mining, I want to see how much we can get out of the caves. and hopefully will also do very well this season. Okay, guys, people, whatnot. So this is going to be the longest voiceover, super fast chat that I've ever done. And this is kind of what happened during a mining session. Is I said I wanted to get a lot of mining done, and there was a lot of spiders, and I had no idea where they're coming from. I saw a mine shaft earlier, and so what I had is when I realized that they were probably coming from a spawner because there's no holes for them to come out from. I asked Jess, the Reloaded, to come with me. We took over the little spawner, and we just kind of looked at the mine shaft real quick. But then it wasn't too much until they left, and I went back to mining. So along with the hero server, we have obviously the 4 people. We have me, we have Phantom EXO, we have Barry Jackson 15, and Jess Reloaded. So you've already seen my effects, but we have Devindra, who hasn't actually gone onto the server yet, and it's probably because he was the only person with 2 bad effects. He's got Slowness 4 and Bad Omen 3, and Slowness 5, sorry. They're the way I was reading them. I explained earlier how I'm reading them. He also has Regeneration 5, Health Boost 2, and Slow Falling 8. But compared to the always active raids, every time you walk into a village and they never stop, and being able to not escape the raid because you're slower than a snail on a Tuesday, there's nothing that he can really much do. And then there's Jeff. Jeff is the speedy flash himself, and just like Barry Allen, Barry Jackson 15 is fast with speed 6. He's also got a little bit of resistance 10, fire resistance 2, and he's got his weakness of hunger. Although his hunger is rated 0, it's the easiest one to deal with, so he shouldn't have that much of a difficulty this season, and it's just something we'll have to ask him. He also has Absorption 5, so he can take in some damage if it was given to him. I do have some plans and some surprises that was going on. When it came to the second and third session that I had in my video, I was doing a lot of mining, and I wasn't actually finding any diamonds. I was thinking about giving up as if I wasn't going to find any. But by the end of the second session, I hit like 3 veins that were close to each other, and that's what really surprised me. And Jess was also talking about how there were silverfish, and she doesn't like silverfish because we're in the mountains, and that's how we are obviously mining emeralds. And I was also a little upset at Spaghetti because what happened was, although I'm mining all these diamonds, here's the tri-vein that I was talking about. Although I was mining all these diamonds, it would have been so much better to have Fortune 3. But I didn't have any Fortune because I only just started with the fishing rod, and I only have the fishing, and I just started it. And it's just something I use for food, and then eventually I started like working on farms too because Jess also started helping me find, I don't even know where she got a carrot from. I just know she got me a carrot. It was something that she put in a chest. And she also, even though I started recording first because I record for so long and put in hard editing afterwards, she already has made her own video and uploaded it. So if you guys want to check out Just Leave Reloaded's channel, you guys can go on ahead and take a look at her perspective of how Season 1 is. And because we all have different effects, you can see how difficult her life is because she is the only person without a bad effect. As I already explained that, actually I don't think I explained Jess's. She has Strength 8, Invisibility 3, so not only can nobody see her, but she's going to be invisible, come up right behind them and smack them in the face, and they're just going to instantly die. She has Water Breathing 8, so she can go underwater, and also she can see with Night Vision 7. If that wasn't good enough, her final effect is Saturation 10, so she never has to eat a piece of food like everyone else. This is a great advantage, and she has all the grand effects, so she's viewed as her own person, and she died to an Enderman. I watched it happen. I tried working with the new features of the 1.14, so I had to constantly look at recipes and looking up things, and I didn't know how to make smooth stone. I guessed it was putting normal stone in a furnace just the way quartz is with smooth quartz. but I wasn't too sure, and then eventually gave it a try. I ended up making a stone cutter because for some reason I felt that making a stone block would make it the smooth stone block, but it didn't. And so eventually I looked it up, I put it in the thing, and so what I have is I have a smoker upstairs by my base, and I have a blast furnace down here that can quickly mine out all the ores. So I'm trying to make use of the features that are given, that way everything makes sense to me and I can use everything properly. And with that I can do a lot, because to have there be an update out and then use nothing that the update comes out with, like, at least try it. Like, I remember when I first came out with the conduit, and I got it for the achievement, but it didn't really do much for me. Sure, it gave me night vision, but that's only when I was in water, so it wasn't that helpful, and I don't really use it. Even for this season, I don't think I'll ever use them. And I already have conduit powers and abilities, so I don't need a conduit anyways, but that's just something from 1.13. That's just something from 1.13 that's there, but I just won't use. Just like for 1.14, there's things like the crossbow, and I'm trying to use it, and then there's the shield too. I want to start getting used to using the stuff, and if I end up liking it, finding a use for it, well then obviously I'd use them. I remember I probably definitely will start using the shield. I found out because Barry Jackson 15, he was making his own video with the new features and stuff, and he found out something I didn't, even though I made a video on it. I thought that the shields didn't really have a functionality, but their functionality is, in order to use the shield, you have to squat. Now, I don't know what it is about squatting. What that has to do with using a shield? I don't know if that's the resistance factor of, hold on, let me squat like I have to poop real fast, and then the arrow's going to reflect off of my chest there. But I guess that's how it works. It's hard for me to deal with the constant getting arrows, because skeletons have a certain amount of health, and they only drop a certain amount of arrows. So what I need is, generally need a way of making arrows, because it's my only source of fighting something, unless I get a bucket of lava, which I probably will. And because I also have all these diamonds, I'm probably going to also go to the nether as well as fix up my base for the next episode. Hopefully I get, there's a lot of plans, like finishing the base and other things. But for now, there's a lot going on, and all this stuff I want to try, all this stuff I want to get ready and moving through. But that's up for this part of my long time lapse, and the last part, as I'm going to explain now, is I got these farms going, and that'll help me. And I do want to start making farms, even to donate to Barry Jackson 15, because after all, he's the one with hunger. And that's it. Ugh. So now I'm growing some farms. That way I don't have to constantly eat some rotten flesh. I've gotten a lot done. I got a lot of diamonds and everything going around. But for now, I'm pretty sure this is all I'm going to be doing all for today. And so, thank you guys so much for watching. And without further ado,